What's up, RFL? This is your commissioner coming to you live from beautiful Fulton Hill outside of downtown Richmond. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon here. I'm super excited about tonight. Finally get to watch my Yankees. That's right, folks. Bernie Williams' jersey shirt is on. It's very lucky. Got the hat right here. Got the pumpkin on ice. Got a little creme brulee southern tier on ice as well. It's going to be a big night, and not to mention the folk festivals in town, so I'm going to try to hit that up. I'm sure you will as well. But enough of the small talk. Let's get to what everyone wants to hear about, the Senny Sez in its first digital form ever. So because I cannot memorize every game and who everyone has, I will be looking down at my notes periodically. Alright, let's get to the undercard first here. Alright, we got Sparkle versus Quad 8. Now on paper and maybe in the standings, it's a little bit of a mismatch. I'm going to have to go with, not saying that Quad 8 is actually a better team than the Sparkle, but this week I think they prevail and give Team Money his first loss. Just looking, they got McNabb back, Barber, I think he's getting more healthy now, and T.O. is finally going to have a good game against Cleveland. I'm a little iffy about, even though I like the guy's name, Seneca Wallace under center for Team Money. He had a good game last week because he turned it on at the end, but he's playing Jacksonville this week. He's going 3 wide as well, and that can be a blessing or it can be a curse. I think it's going to be a curse this week, and I got the Quad 8 coming out on top of this one. Alright, and then we got the Wizinator versus the Red Rum. Wizinator off to a quiet 3-1 start. I don't think anyone saw that coming. The Red Rum, I guess you would say, is off to a quiet 1-3 start. But I think this week they get back on track in a big interdivision game. With Romo at KC, he's finally going to rebound from some terrible games. Jones-Drew is going to have a great game, I think. Ocho Cinco actually shows that he still can catch the ball. And, Wizinator's got Brady and Andre Johnson. But the only way he's going to win this week, I think, Lucas, is if Anthony Fasano comes through for him. And -3 in this point of the season, it's kind of disturbing, actually. I can't believe P actually called that, so congratulations, P, on that one. And by the way, I cannot believe it's already the 5th week of the season. Let's see, next on our list, we got the Gotham City at the Mighty Kings Men. No Drew Brees this week. I don't think that's going to really hurt him. He inserts Flacco, who Flacco has become dominant with his throwing, so I can see some good points coming from him this weekend against Cincinnati. Brown should have a decent game against the Jets, and Steve Smith should have a breakout game against Washington this week. In reality, if you're playing Washington, you're going to have a breakout game. Gotham City, just not impressed with this team. I know he went over 100 last week, but I see him coming back down to earth this week. And that will probably make him even more angry. Spiffies versus Dynasty. This is a classic Big East matchup. I think we all enjoy these games. Pretty much based on Spiffy's record so far this year, I'm going to go with them. Edwards is going to have a big game against Cleveland this week. Williams should finally have a breakout game against Washington. And Roddy White should have a somewhat decent game against San Fran. I see that being a high-scoring game. The Dynasty does have some weapons with, Schaub, Westbrook, and Roy E. Williams, but I just see the Spiffies pulling out this one. Let's see, RU's Cronkus 0-4 versus the 3-1-5 Sun. I was very tempted to pick Gunther in this one just because he has the Natty Bow mascot as his picture on the website, which I think is awesome. But overall, I think just the idea that Gunther is starting 2 running backs from the same team in his backfield, I think that's a recipe for disaster. I've been there before with Deuce and Reggie, and it did not work. If Manning plays for 3-1-5 and Portis and Fred Jackson do what they're supposed to do, I see 3-1-5 coming on top. But like I said, it is going to matter if Eli Manning plays or not, so that's going to be key to this game. Let's see. I think I've gone over everything besides my Stone Cold Lead Pipe Lock of the Week. And that's going to be the Mighty Mighty B-Packs. Yes, they've fallen from grace, folks, but I see them winning this week against the Please Believe It's, who it seems like has already given up on this season. I looked at his roster. He's got 2 players on buys this week, and he's not looking for any replacements because he doesn't have replacements on his roster, nor has he gone on the wire to get a replacement. So I would imagine most of the good replacements for running backs or tight ends are pretty much gobbled up. So he might be down 2 players this week. So I don't see Peyton Manning, Leon Washington, and a surprise Percy Harvin doing pretty well this season already. I see them pulling it out against the Please Believe It's. And then the game of the week, pretty much by default, because there really were no great games this week. Hellyman versus Kings of Crunk. It's a battle of the past two champions. So this should be an interesting game. Of course, they're interdivision foes. And I got to go with the Hellymen in this one after Kings of Crunk finally got their first win last week. I think Hellymen puts them right in the loss column again. First of all, I can't even tell who Ian's starting, and I refuse to do the extra work trying to figure out who his starters are. So Garrard should do well, I would think, against, I think, Seattle. Moss is at Denver, and Fitz is going to be at Houston in a high-scoring game, so that's going to be good for Coggins. That pretty much wraps up the Senny Sez. I think I hit on every team except my own. Of course, I do not call my own games. This has never really helped me in the past by not calling my own games. I usually lose them anyways. I want to apologize to the league for my disappointing performance last week. That was embarrassing. And good luck, guys, this week, and have fun. Maybe I'll see y'all on Sunday, and maybe at the Folk Festival. So later on, dudes. Boomy boy.